We are
101.8
WCR FM.
James Levett on your radio with you straight through until 4 o'clock this afternoon. Hope you are well. Now, joining me in the studio is Nigel Dutton, who is behind this year's Lock Stock Festival, which takes place at Willenhall Memorial Park on September the 2nd. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, how are you?
Very well. Yourself?
Yeah, I'm fine.
Thank you so much for popping in to see us today. So tell us more about what's going to be happening in Willenhall this September.
It's the last big festival of the year, we believe.
Yes.
It's the last day of the school holiday, so it's a great opportunity to celebrate before all the kids go back to school. It's our second music festival held in Willenhall Memorial Park. Don't know if you know, but Willenhall is very famous for its music. In the past, in the 60s, it had the likes of Cream, the Hollies, Slade, and I think it was February the 4th, 1964, for the Sumley price of 6 shillings, you could see the Rolling Stones. So we're continuing that tradition. We haven't got the Rolling Stones, unfortunately, because they were previously booked earlier on in the year somewhere else. But we have got a whole host of local bands, over 24 bands and local acts.
So talk us through some of the acts that are going to be on not just only one stage, but you've got 3 stages covering this year's Lock Stock, haven't you? Yeah,
last year we learned quite a lot about consolidating the space and bringing the crowds together. So we're not dispersed over the park. We're on one very large event field. We have 3 stages. We have what we call a Willows Arena, which we've created with 14 business gazebos and 150-seater grandstand covered area, and that will take all of the big bands, and they range from the Almost 60s Tribute, Crazy Legs, the Electric Cult, the Shades, Hayward and the Bluesberries, very good band, Meat Loud, and to finish the night off we have Sold Out, who are a local 12-piece soul band. Many of these bands play big local gigs to 700 plus and command quite a fee, but we've got a great lineup just on that one stage. That's fantastic value.
And as said, you have got 2 other stages, and you've also got loads of other things going on across the day for all the family to get involved with, haven't you?
Yeah, well, let me just tell you about the other 2 stages.
Yes, please do.
So then we have a covered marquee that we call the Brett Toll marquee, and that has a series of solo performers. Maisie Pritchard, Trudy Bethel, Cleo Price, Sass Brown, Lisa Morrill, Motown Mickey, Dayton Gray. We have the Black Country Gospel Community Choir, and then we have our own local Andy James as Elvis, and also in that area we have a gin and prosecco bar. Beautiful. So
you can't complain.
I'm not sure if that is other activities going on in the day, but we certainly have that. And then the 3rd stage area, which is hosted by your very own Neil Jackson, is called the Seedlings and Wildflowers, and that's a combination of up and coming bands under 21 and some of the old timers. On that stage we have Minimal Silence, Mutiny, Requiem, the Blues Hogs, Tear It Down, Guns for Girls, who I know you've had on here, and Shine. In fact, I think you've also had Tear It Down.
I was about to say, yes, we had them a couple of weeks ago, yeah.
I don't think they gave me a name check, but they are playing.
Yes, they are incredible. They certainly bring a crowd with them as well. So it sounds like it's an absolute fantastic...
And also, actually, sorry to interrupt, but they also have a real ale tent on their stage,
which I was just about to ask you about as well. You've literally got it all at this year's Lock Stock, haven't you? Let's talk about value for money as well, because it's such a cheap event as well for all the family to get involved with, isn't it?
Yes, it's value for money rather than cheap. So it's just £2 £2 per person. Advance tickets, which will be on sale in just over a week's time from Lovebirds in Willenhall Cross Street, will be £5 for a family and friends ticket, which is 2 plus 2, so 4 tickets for £5, but that's advance purchase only, and only available from Lovebirds. But otherwise it's £2 on the day. It is great value for money. I've totaled up the value of all of these bands, and you're seeing ticket prices in excess of £200.
You really are. So for what you're getting, plus everything else that is on offer at this festival, let alone
now we can. The only reason we can do at that at such a reasonable rate is because we have the support of local businesses that are supporting the stages and many of the overheads. And we do hope that any profits that we make from ticket sales, we will then give back to the Willenhall and local community. And
lots of these local businesses are supporting you and have stalls at this event, don't they?
Well, we have 14 business gazebos, so that's I suppose the equivalent of corporate hospitality that they have for themselves, and then we've got the marquees that are sponsored, and also some and food concessions as well.
Absolutely fantastic. So people can check you out on Facebook as well, just by typing in Willenhall Lockstock, can't they?
Willenhall Lockstock, yes.